opening day. This must be exhilarating for you.
Opening day is always exhilarating, but especially this year. Worcester, a new team, a new ballpark. The feeling is contagious, and we all have it here.
It's an exciting day for those of us with the Woo Sox, but the real excitement is the excitement we feel in the city. That's been the story the whole time. The entire process has been one in which we've been fueled by the excitement of Worcester. And to just see so many people who are effusive with gratitude because this means so much to the city. We're talking way more than baseball. The baseball is wonderful, the ballpark we hope they like, but this is a story about Worcester and Worcester's self-esteem. That's what we're hearing and that's what we're feeling.
I'm feeling proud. I'm proud that the city has received this ballpark in the way that they have, the level of pride in the community that everybody's feeling. All the eyes of New England are looking at Worcester for something so positive and so exciting. It's just a really satisfying and pride-filled day.
It was the vision of a lot of the small business owners and investors in the Canal District. They were the really early investors. These small business owners, local people had a vision to recreate a district around its history, which was the canal. And their advocacy to the then Pawtucket Red Sox made a real difference. And certainly, that reinforced what the city leadership and business community leadership was saying, that there was support at all different levels for this project and what it could become in terms of realizing the vision of a redeveloped canal district. So, we're just ecstatic to have this day come. And when you think about it, this conversation started in December 2016 with Larry Lucchino and his team. And, here we are 5 years later at a brand new ballpark, an opening day, an exciting development taking place in and around it. And all things considered, that's a short period of time, and I just think that speaks to the enthusiasm and the level of collaboration and teamwork that made this happen.
My name is Bob Cousy. When Larry called and said, we need you to throw out the first ball, I said, Larry, forget about it. I did that trick 10 years ago at Fenway, and I didn't get it halfway to the pitcher. So I said, I'll roll it out like a bowling ball. And he said, no, I'm going to give you a line or two to remember. That's all you have to do. You're a member of the Screen Actors Guild, so you should have no problem with it. So I've been practicing for a week.
For us at Polar, we're from Worcester, and we have 1,700 employees here, and they are so excited about having their name up in lights and having the grand opening day. Being a company that sells all over the place, it's really important to do something in your hometown. So we're very excited about it.
As a chair of the Redevelopment Authority, this process has been 3 to 4 years. But as a Worcester resident and a former state rep, I ran for office in 1992. This was the district that I represented. The number one issue on my campaign back in 1992 was the cleanup and reuse of the Wyman-Gordon site. I'm excited for today, for this ballpark, but I'm more excited for our city. We cleaned up a hazardous waste site. We've been able to reuse that site in a way that 5 years ago wasn't even contemplated. And the investments that have been made both on the city, the state, the federal level, and the private level. The private investment that's gone into this is really a testament to the hard work that this city manager, the city council, this legislative delegation have really focused on over the past 5 years. And it's an exciting time.
Enjoying this 100%, and it's going to be a wonderful day. The sun's out. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's a beautiful day for Worcester. Worcester really hit a grand slam here. I want to thank all the construction workers, all the union construction workers who put this together and did a great job. All the laborers. So come down and enjoy the game. It's a great day for Worcester.
Congratulations, Worcester. We now pronounce ballpark open. Thank you all for being with us in Worcester, Massachusetts, as today and together we celebrate good times.
So we got friendly with Larry Lucchino, who's somewhere around here, and some strong negotiations went on between us and Larry. He says we stole the naming rights. I say we overpaid, so we're both unhappy, but we love the partnership. Terrific guys to work with.
Urban ballpark that has AAA baseball and the iconic Red Sox brand, which is known internationally as a part of it. I mean, yes, there were challenges. There are in any construction project, whether it's a home improvement project or a manufacturing plant expansion or a retail expansion. But I think that this is going to be, when we look back, going to be a real positive for the city for decades and generations to come.
We welcome the players and the fans, especially the fans from Rhode Island, to come in. You know, hey, look, at Providence and Worcester are sister cities, and they can enjoy this as much as we enjoyed Pawtucket for 30, 40 years. You know, and the fact is, we're going to be able to see players like Chris Sale, right? You know, he's going to be doing his rehab here in Worcester. So those tickets, you know, once we know when he's pitching, those tickets will go through the roof. And there are players right now on the team in Boston, you know, that a week ago were playing, you know, for the Woo Sox. As a fan, we get to see younger players or players in rehab that will make it to the big leagues. It's really good baseball. So I'm excited as a fan to watch this.
This ballpark was definitely a community effort. Whether it be Gene Sabinski with the 10,000 postcards that he was able to do, and the business community, the neighborhood groups, City of Worcester, Ed Augustus and his team, working with Larry Aquino and his team, really made this happen. So it's been a great effort. I just want to thank the whole community for making this happen. The place is absolutely gorgeous inside here, and people are really going to enjoy this park when they come to the game. And hopefully that will be soon. We open up the full capacity, so I believe in August.
Well, I mean, I think having a lot of the Red Sox superstars here just connects Worcester to the parent club, the Boston Red Sox, and you know you're part of that tradition. Those guys had come up through the Pawtucket system, and so future Hall of Famers, future Red Sox greats are on that field right now and in years to come, and people are going to grow up saying, hey, I saw him play in the minor leagues, and now look at him playing at Fenway in the Hall of Fame. And that's kind of the excitement and the you know, anticipation that you feel in a AAA ballpark.
A lot of people were skeptical that we could get it done during the pandemic, and it was harder and more expensive than we wished it were. But the fact is, it's a very handsome ballpark, and it works really well. And I think the people of Worcester are going to see it as an important part of the revitalization of Worcester, which started long before we were a part of it. We're happy to join in too.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a very long 14, 15 months for everyone managing through COVID. But the fact that this ballpark continued on, you know, despite some interruptions because of COVID, and still got done and still was able to create this space and this excitement for people, I think says a lot about the resilience of the community at large. It's a metaphor for how resilient the city of Worcester is.
We are a community baseball team with a community that you can measure in concentric circles. And just as Worcester fans have been coming to Paw Sox games for decades, so too do we hope that the fans in Rhode Island will come and enjoy this ballpark. We built it for them too. There's some really cool Paw Sox displays here. But I think that it's a reminder that baseball is alive and well and living in Worcester. Baseball is thriving in New England, and we're getting a lot of support from little kids, from amateur players, from veteran professional players who are just so excited that you have a ball club, and who are so excited that you have a ballpark that is connecting with the community on a year-round basis. It's more than a ballpark.
3. Excellent. Keep coming all the way home. And the DJ spinning, everybody out on the dance floor singing. Hey.